Ohayo gozaimasu, everyone. I start here where I've been staying the night in Temple Lodging. If you come to Koyasan, I highly recommend that you spend the night here and do the whole morning ritual thing. I got up at, well, I've been up since like 5:30 in the morning because it was so bright. Thankfully I had an eye mask. Actually, I haven't shared this on my Discord, so maybe I should do that. Please hold, bear with me a second. Hey Philippe, I'll turn things around. I'm not very sure it's gonna, but I'll show you. Thank you so much. When you're on the more additional cash resources are always welcome. That is very true. I'm not gonna lie. Unexpected expenses will arise to this for whenever. Thank you so much, Jim. Let me show you where I'm at. By the way, thanks so much, Jim, for your support and everyone that's here. It's currently 7:16 in the morning, and I'm going to be a bit quiet because I just, realized it is quite early. I'm going to make sure that the microphone is connected, because what's the whole point of having a microphone? Okay. So this is where I've been staying the night. Incredibly beautiful, huh? So my room was actually, and I put a story on Instagram, but my room was actually that room there. So when I opened, hey David, so when I opened the window this morning, or this room or that room, so when I opened the window this morning, this was my view out of my window. So I can't really complain. Let's explore, because I did this yesterday, but I'm going to go to a different part. What an entrance to this little temple that I've been staying in. Guys, rate this entrance to accommodation out of 10. Seriously, rate this out of 10. What would you say? The funny thing is that at 9 p.m. they close the door. There are worse things to look at. At 9 p.m. they close these doors, and you'll see. Oh, you saw the Instagram, it's pretty cool, huh? And they close this one also, right? And you have to go in through this tiny little door, which I'm not going to open because it makes a lot of noise and it's very early in the morning. Now I'm actually next to one of the most important sites here in Koyasan, which I'm going to take you to. It's so impressive. I hope the internet holds up. I guess it's some kind of morning rush hour because it hasn't been this busy on the road at all. This is the Koyasan Reihokan Museum. In there, I wasn't able to film. I always follow signs. If they say no filming, no filming. But in there, it's a museum full of statues, bronze statues, incredible bronze statues actually. It's totally worth going in if it's not just for the air conditioning. Hey Japan, Ichiban! How you doing? The greens are so green. So, I'm gonna take you somewhere very special. It's open air. Actually, listen. Can you hear the chanting? I can hear chanting. This time in the morning, 6:30, to 7:30. There's a lot of chanting. Right, I want to go this way because I saw, and I'm not very sure if you can go over the bridge. Hey, Saika is here also. Awesome. But 4:20 p.m. Not a bad time then, I guess. Lotus Pond and Senryu Shrine. Lotus Pond is the largest pond on Koyasan. Goes back as far as the Heian period. It was called Kondo Pond. Interesting. On the small islet in the center of the Lotus Pond is Senryu Shrine. Let's go. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Wow. Oh my god. Didn't take any footage of this yesterday. I'm gonna have to come back. Wow. It's quite impressive, huh? Now, does this connect to where I want to go? That's a question. Beautiful shrine. Oh, there's another bridge. So yesterday, if anybody's interested in this area, I did a stream in the afternoon and actually went the other way. Today I'm going the opposite way. I've never been out the USA except once. In May, it took her to Europe. She found out I was going to Japan in October and she wants to go. So we booked her. Oh my god, that's freaking awesome, dude. Ooh. There are some freaking scary spiders in Koyasan. That's all I'm gonna say. Right. Oh, fit it into your itinerary. I think this would be totally, you know, in your lane. Totally something that you would love to do because it's really chill. It's not fast paced. There's a lot of like just walking and chilling, you know. It reminds me of the Imperial Gardens in Kyoto. Oh yeah, that's that Imperial Palace. I've been to like 2 or 3 times. All right, now check this out. There's a pagoda here that simply, it's huge, and I don't think any video will do it justice. Oh, check these guys out. Wow. Hey, Jesse. The Guardians. Now this is why I love staying overnight. I mean, I'm not going to lie, there wasn't many people yesterday during the day. It was quite empty. But in the morning, there's even less people because, you know, most people come here maybe as a day trip. Your efforts to get here paid off. Good on you, Ninja. 100% follow the sun. How are you doing, follow the sun? Where are you now? All right. And the temperature here in Koyasan has been so lovely. This morning it's cool. I'd even go as far as saying it's a little bit chilly. Right, that pagoda might look small on camera, on video, but it's huge, absolutely immense. Like, I don't know. Right, I'm gonna walk up to that little lamp thing, that lamp thing, so you can see it in context, because that lamp is huge. Hey, see you, Ruse, how are you doing? This whole complex is just crazy. I mean, it's huge. It's very beautiful. It looks shorter but wider than most. Yeah, it's unique, but it's definitely taller than any pagoda that I've ever seen. This place is crazy. I'm telling you. This is what, like, you know what, this, I would go as far as saying, come here, go to Kyoto and do like the main things, and then come here. You want to do temples and shrines? Come here. Oh, it's all lit up. It's really psyche. It's all super lit up. I've went into, and the cemetery, wait till you see my footage of the cemetery. Dango Garan Temple, that's right. So actually, the cemetery, I spent 3 hours there yesterday, from sunset into the dark, complete dark, with all little lanterns. Oh, it was just magic. And you know what was crazy? That I was standing there on my own, setting up a shot, this row of incredible trees with lanterns, with old grave stones full of moss. It's like everything you can imagine. And a fox walks in front of me across the path, and I've got it on camera. It's crazy. A fox. I think that was a spirit, don't you think? Anyway, let's turn things around. Wow. Guys, I will walk and show you this area. That's good luck. I think it's a good luck, right? Man, it was amazing. It was like one of those moments where I couldn't believe it. Spirit guide, maybe. I couldn't believe it because messenger from Kami, maybe. Subscribe. More subscribers, messenger. But it was spectacular. The fox just walked across, it stopped, it looked at me, and then it ran away. Right. Good morning, Jamie. So this is probably, right? And, okay, let me pan to the big one. And I'm gonna walk to this. Look, there's no one. There's no one here, dude. I've seen 2 people. And yesterday in the graveyard or cemetery, the whole 3 times I was there, apart from the very, very end, where there was some like groups of guided tours guided by monks, the whole time all I saw was Buddhist monks walking on their own through that path. It was quite magical. which is why I highly recommend that you stay the night, not only because you get to sleep in a temple, very simple bed, simple futon. I don't know what color it was. I have to look back at the footage. Is there any information about this pagoda, like how big it is compared to a normal pagoda? Because it feels freaking immense. Now I'm gonna walk, check out that bell there also. I mean, this is 100% Japan Ichiban's and Michaela's vibe, 100%. But you need to spend the night. I mean, I know that you're very inclined to do like have a base, but for this it's like the experience of staying in a temple, sleeping in tatami on a futon, doing the morning prayers, which I did at 6:30, eating monk food, I guess. This is like Kyoto, but with no one. Wow. And I think that what makes it really special is that the whole of Koyasan is basically a forest with these crazy trees, huge trees. Mount Koya is primarily known as the world headquarters of the Koyasan Shingon sect of Japanese Buddhism. There you go. Yes, and check out this torii. I mean, I love that. Not yet. I like that. It's a I will go there. Check out this torii gates. Now over here there's an interesting pagoda, which, if I remember right, you can rotate it, but I haven't been able to. One, because I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you could check that out for me, someone. Two, because I actually have been having a little bit of shoulder issues this trip, and I want to make it worse. Three, because I think you need multiple people to like push it, but my understanding is, I think it's here, that you can actually like people can push it and the thing will move. I think it's here. Check out these trees. You can 100%, guys. I'm just gonna be quiet so we can hear the sounds. forest bathing. I feel like I'm doing forest bathing right now. Right, I'm gonna walk to like another sort of pagoda, which is more Western style, but it feels ancient. For reference, that's the pagoda. Ooh. I was actually a lot more productive yesterday here than I expected. So this morning I can be super chill. Japan never stops giving, I know, right? I mean, I've come to Japan so many times and yet I keep on coming back. I always find something to see or something to return to see. Wow. Oh my God. Which would you prefer, the red one or this one? This one's sort of, I don't know, I like this one. Listen. Yeah, the natural wood color versus the like orange Japanese one. That one looks very Japanese. Wow. When is the next J-Cast? We actually filmed one, which I contacted the person who's editing it for us. We're trying an editor, and he said it was 70% done. So it does turn. That's what I thought. It does turn, but I don't think it's gonna turn on by myself, right? Probably need a few people to make it turn. The funny thing is, I remember coming here 10 years ago. I remember sitting down somewhere there and just taking it all in the same way that I'm taking it in all in today, you know? Look. The lantern is actually on inside. Maybe you can't see it, but there is a light. I sprayed myself silly with bug spray before coming out this morning. Go down under, check out where I am. What a beautiful location, huh? It's like a movie. Jim, I'm happy that I've introduced you to this location too. You know that I've been doing a little bit of my greatest hits tour in Japan. Well, this is one of my greatest hits. It's one of my favorite places, and more specifically, I absolutely love the cemetery, which I'll introduce you to via edited video. I just didn't feel comfortable streaming in a cemetery, you know? This feels different, you know? There's like I know there's temple, you know, pagodas, but I feel like this is just temple grounds. It's like more public, whilst cemetery just feels a little bit, I had to be more respectful. I didn't want to stream there. I'm sure other people would. Maybe I would go as far as just streaming like the little entrance, but so yeah, this is just one complex. I'll take you to another one. This is just one complex. There's three main things to do here in Koyasan. Number one, well, this would be number 2 in my list. Number 1 is the cemetery for sure. Number 2, I would say, is probably this complex. It's quite spectacular just walking around. I mean, I spent over an hour here yesterday. Just one of those places where you sit down and just take it in, you know. Hey, blue sky. Before I go, I just want to show you where I am. It's quite a spectacular location, and this is another example of why it's so great to stay overnight in a location. I mean, a location like this that is very specific, you know. Stay in a temple, wake up early, have no one around, only some locals, some monks. Probably the monks are actually still chanting, so maybe no monks right now. We have the guardians here. Wow. Hey, David. So there was another one which wasn't too far, but I can't remember how I got here. Let me see. I got here from that side, so I think I know. Let's go. How's the audio? How's the video? I mean, and the morning vibes, the lighting, it's just magic. But I've sort of promised myself, I did a lot of filming yesterday, that I don't want to, I just want to go light today, you know. Right, I'm going to cross here. This would totally some camper vans. Hey, Artorias, how are you doing? Okay. We're going to walk to another complex, temple complex. It's different. This is more like it has a lot of different things to see. The other one is just an incredible temple, which is worth going into. It was 1,000 yen to enter, which is, you know, expensive for a temple in Japan, but it was totally worth it. It's quite big. It's very beautiful inside. It's very well kept. I'm glad that I could like pay towards the maintenance and upkeep of it. But also had incredible rock gardens. Would I ever do a camper trip? 100% yes. I mean, I think that at some point I'm gonna have to do a camper trip sort of thing. And was it this way that I went? Let's see. Well, I'm not very sure if it was this way, but let's get lost together, right? Was it this way? I don't think it was this way. I think it's the next turning. Check out all these little rivers and bridges. I'm gonna get back to the other side of the road. So yeah, today I'm definitely taking it easier. I'm heading to Osaka later. I don't have any like a predetermined time of Osaka, where to go, when to go. So I'll just go whenever I feel like I should. So that's, I believe, where we've been. I love the little Jizu statues. So you go to the temple on Miyajima with all the Jizu. I've been to various temples in Miyajima in the past. That Jizu one that you're talking about, I think is actually relatively new, or it's been assigned as like a love temple or something. This is where we're staying, by the way, Japanese Ichiban. This is where I was staying. I'll show you now. This is my accommodation. I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can get a better sense of what it looks like. So that's my accommodation. Yeah, basically pilgrims lodgings, more or less, temple lodging. Very, very simple tatami room. I had my own toilet and sink. It was a shared bathroom, but very, very, very simple. I've had better tatami mats, I'm not gonna lie. I have had better tatami mats. But it's just, you know, when you stay in temple lodging, it's incredibly simple. Oh, did I come by bus? I came from Wakayama. I got a train from Wakayama to some station, and it was quite interesting because it was a JR train, but it was a self-driven two-car train, local train, and I was on that train for like an hour. After that train, I moved on to another line, the Kinki line, I think it is, and I had to get a limited express train. Now, that train is fully reserved, and I didn't have a reserved ticket, and I only had 8 minutes to make the change, or else I'd have to wait like half an hour, which wasn't the end of the world. But when I went to the station master, is that what you call it? Not the ticket office, but the person that's sort of at the ticket booth, at the platform. I asked him and he said, oh, just get on board and you can pay on the train. So that's what I did. I just went on board and got my ticket on the train. And then from there, the next stop was also on the Kinki line. And the next stop was, let's go this way, was a cable car, or what do they call it? A funicular? Funicular? Is that what it's called? But yeah, basically a cable car. Funicular. Oh my god, there's bells. The bells are calling me. This is like a bells sort of, wow. So beautiful. So this is the weekend, which basically means that today's Saturday. I'm guessing that it will get a lot more busy. There's some kind of a ceremony going on behind me. The kinky line, I think it's called. There's some kind of something there. They're running, they're late. They're late for the service. The service is obviously starting now, so. Yeah, and during the night, in the evening, you could hear bells like that. Perfect timing. You could hear chanting. Kinky Kids, most unfortunate band name ever. So. Okay, I think I know where I am. It's a little bit breezy and windy. Can you hear the wind? So these are all temple or pilgrims lodging, like Alan put it, you know? These are all little places that you can stay. Sort of like ryokans, but not quite ryokans. At least this one has a vending machine, but mine didn't have a vending machine. The sun has broken through the clouds and it's getting warmer now. Let's see. Is this the way I had to go? Oh, this is the way that I had to go. Whoa! Did you hear that? It actually scared me. This whole area. I think like I arrived here around 11 in the morning, maybe. Yeah, I think I arrived maybe just before 11 in the morning. A lot of the sites, temples, etc., they close at 5, so bear that in mind. But there are things like where I've been to this morning that are open 24 hours a day. Cemeteries open 24 hours a day, so you can sort of like time manage differently. You know, leave the things that are public and open for the morning or for the evening, and do the other things that require entry during the day. Take it super easy. Spend the night. Wake up early. And all that. Okay, I'm going to be quiet for the next few minutes because I want you to get a sense of the area. Wait a minute. I'm going back to where I was. This is not the way. No. Let's go this way. Which way was it? I'm so happy with this little microphone that I'm using, by the way. By the way, I did use some of your super chats and donations. I did use some of your super chats and donations to get this little pair of little microphones that I'm using for streaming. So that really scared me. I wasn't expecting it. Just below, just as I was going. Ah, no. Diamond Gate. Okay, let's see. Okuin, I think this is it. Kongo Buji Head Temple. This way. Have you noticed? I was thinking the same thing. I was actually thinking, like, it's a belly sort of trip. I love it. Oh, here we go. But I guess that when you come to sort of temple-y areas, you know, so. Oh, this person looks hardcore. I don't think Japan has an over-tourism problem. It has a communication problem that makes people not confident enough to be outside the Golden Triangle. Yeah and no. I've seen plenty of people here that have been traveling outside the Golden Triangle, and they, you know, they've told me that they have had no or similar issues communicating. Now, one thing, I'm going to be quiet as we go into this sort of area, just so you can get a little bit more of a sense, you know, and then I'll get back to what I was going to say. Somebody's left their sunglasses. So this is the main temple. It's very beautiful inside. It's got numerous gardens and rock gardens. It's a little bit cloudy and I'm very thankful. Look, there's actually still hydrangeas. Is that what they're called? Does anyone look shady wearing shades at the temple? Probably. I look shady with a little selfie stick walking around talking to myself. Oh, there's lots of cobwebs everywhere. So I wanted to show you some of the prices, and I'll get back to what Cliff was saying in a minute. But okay, so this is Kongobuji Temple, right here. It costs 1,000 yen to enter, and you can get the 5 destinations common ticket, 2,500 yen, and you get access to all sorts of different things. I actually decided to pay for every location myself. I was thinking of getting that 2,500 yen ticket and checking out all the destinations, but you know what, I actually thought this is the kind of place that I don't mind paying the full fee to support and for maintenance and to make sure that it remains the way that it is. So that's what I've done. I've been paying my way individually. So let's continue. You can see some tourists doing the same as me. It's now 8 a.m. So I guess things are becoming a little bit more, you know, but still, that's not crowded, dudes. That's absolutely not crowded. And in fact, yesterday at 4 p.m, it wasn't crowded. A little something for expensive. Thank you so much, Artorias. Artorias, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. Food, beer. I invest it back into my trips or into equipment like the microphones. I much appreciate it, dude. And hopefully, you know, it also helps me, it motivates me to get out and show you things. So Cliff has a very good point. I totally agree with what he says about, you know, like people all going to the same places. However, I do think that Europe has a much worse tourism problem than Japan in terms of crowds. It's just kind of crazy. But at the same time, I think, you know, European cities have sort of become used to it, apart from the locals who are being priced out, and that's the main problem. The thing is that I think that the government in some countries, and it's actually starting to happen in some countries, you know, they're starting to put in laws against Airbnbs and lodgings and that kind of thing, which should have happened a long time ago. If you keep the locals happy, if you don't price out the locals, especially price them out of accommodation, which is a very big problem in Europe, then you know, people sort of put up with tourism. I've got a video coming out very, very soon. I'm blown away by everything you're sharing on this trip and this spot. Awesome, I'm glad. Hey Tommy, Tommy's here also, awesome. So I've actually filmed a video, Fushimi Inari Shrine, from the beginning, not to the end, but sort of like, and it's a little bit like, is Fushimi Inari crowded? What is Fushimi Inari like? I'll leave it to you to decide. My thoughts were that actually I felt that Fushimi Inari at some points was at 90% capacity, and I could 100% see how easily it could become overcrowded. But for most of my like trip through Fushimi Inari, it was actually relatively uncrowded, or I wasn't alone by all means. Anyway, watch the video, probably come out in the next few days. I was actually scheduling it for this weekend, but then I did the tsunami warning thing because that was a little bit more relevant. So it's probably going to come out in the next few days. Hey Nathan, did you take a photo of the food you ate yesterday? I actually filmed it. You guys sort of liked my, let me turn things around, you don't want to see me. You guys sort of you liked my travel, how I travel as a tourist video, you know, from Okayama to Miyajima. That video's got a little bit of love compared to some of my other videos on Happy Gaijin. So I've done something very similar of my travels from Wakayama to Koyasan, and it also includes like eating and stuff like that, you know. Some more temple accommodation, lodging. Where I stayed was so clean. So clean. Now, the thing that I do need is coffee. So what I'll do is, I'm not very sure if it's going to be open, is I'm going to head back in the direction of my accommodation, and I know, let me walk a little bit more, see if there's anything open here for coffee, just in case. But if not, I'm going to turn around, check these people out cleaning, and what I'll do is I'll walk past a Lawson. There is a Family Mart. People have been asking me what's my favorite konbini. Actually, I think it's Family Mart. I think it's the the whole sort of like Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. The whole the chime does it. I think that's what sets it apart. Café de Lotus, but is it open? It's closed. It's very early. This is the thing. It's like 8 a.m. on a Saturday. Guys, Koyasan Café de Lotus is there. Thanks for being my navigator. But it's just a little bit early. I've got a feeling this is going to be the theme for the next hour or so. I'll walk to, I think that Family Mart is probably my best bet. And the funny thing with Family Mart, actually I want to show you the Family Mart because it's quite a cool Family Mart. Alright, let's do it. Let's go to Family Mart. Because the Family Mart is relatively near where I'm staying, and they have these like picnic tables and chairs outside for you to eat or drink your food. but they're not like proper picnic, they're like camping tables. They're like literally camping fold away tables that they put outside of a Family Mart. It's classic, guys. Let's go. Thanks to Japan. I'm gonna head back that way because actually I want to show you that Family Mart, and I'll stream in Family Mart like last time. I'll go handheld, and then maybe we could sit down outside in the fold out table. It's kind of funny. By the way, we carry on walking this road for about, I would say 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That's when you get to the cemetery. And all along the road for those 20 minutes, it's just constant temple lodging after temple lodging, beautiful temple after beautiful temple. Not open until 9:30, that's what I thought. I think Family Mart is probably the best bet. Get a nice latte. Where is that? Is it in the direction that I'm going? The tourist information people told me that there was a cafe if I carried on walking a little bit beyond Family Mart, which we could check out also. But I think this setup at Family Mart is more streamer friendly and kind of unique. And everyone loves a combini. This family was staying in temple lodging also in front of me. Right, let's do it. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. How many likes do we even have? Prism doesn't show me that kind of information. So, okay. It's near the hexagonal pagoda. Okay, let's go, let's try. That's very near. Actually, that's very near the Lawson. it's near, sorry, the Family Mart. It's near the Family Mart, right? It's next to the Family Mart, I'm guessing. "15 likes, 21 watching. Six of you don't like me. Or you could simply be logged in and not have an account and you can't like also, which I totally understand. You know what's on my agenda today also, which is kind of a reason why I'm going to probably head out like at around 11 from here. I want to get a haircut. I need a haircut. Check out my hair. My hair's starting to get a little bit too long. I don't like it like this. I need the sides, shorter. So I tried to get a haircut yesterday in Wakayama. Day before yesterday in Wakayama, sorry. But the 3 places that I went to, they all said the same thing. They said, "Oh, we're fully booked, we're fully booked." I do love streaming in places like this when I have a good internet connection, which actually I have had a great internet connection throughout my trip, I'm not gonna lie. Digital museum, interesting. It looks like there's a potential coffee thing going on there. Do you know Koyakun? Koyakun is a mascot of Koyasan. All right. Oi! There was some kind of a insect sucking on my leg a minute ago. They're still alive, a little bit towards their end, but some of them are like pristine. Just goes to show that it is a lot cooler here. Ohayou gozaimasu. I think top temperature yesterday was 26, 27 during the day, and in the evening it dropped to like 22. So Tokyo for haircuts is the best. I think they only have it in Osaka and Tokyo. Okay, Osaka, so maybe I can check that out in Osaka. Saika, do me a favor and send me a message, because I'm gonna forget if it's on the chat, you know. We're back at these little guys, sleeping guys. I mean, I had my go-to in Tokyo, but I don't think I can wait. And I think today is a perfect day. It's sort of going to be like a Koyasan morning, get to Osaka and do nothing. A chill day, so it's probably the best day to get a haircut. Thanks, Saika. It was warmer in Alberta than here, for sure. This is the nice thing about coming up to the mountains. I mean, it can. Last time I was here 10 years ago, I remember it being very hot. It was summer and it was very hot. This is my temple again, guys. All this area. My temple, I'm calling it my temple. It's where I stayed. I don't own it, okay? The super chats haven't got that far. I haven't converted to Buddhism or anything like that. And for anybody interested, by the way, I will be putting a room tour on Patreon soon. But for those of you interested, it is called Zofukuin, and they do have a web page, and you can also book via booking.com. Accommodation in Koyasan is relatively expensive. Sorry, there was somebody walking and I don't want to point the camera at them, you know. Gotta bounce, guys. Time for bed. Good night. Oyasumi nasai. Thanks for being here. Maybe you can grab the end of the stream later and check out the Lawson. Not too far now. I'm going to meet up with Lito also in a few days' time in Osaka. Actually, I'm going to travel to Kyoto because we're going to rent a car from Kyoto. It was easier for him. So I'm like, whatever, yeah, no problem. Family Mart in the distance, I can see. Do, 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 do. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting a doorbell for my house that does that. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And we're back to more or less where we started. We're going to go beyond. One of the things that I liked a lot, I was vibing with yesterday, was walking these streets and crossing Buddhist monks one after another. Like, most of the tourists had left, or the people that were staying in accommodation were probably eating or whatever, and I would just cross paths with monks. It's pretty cool. A few more people now. Okay. Family Mart's there. I know there's the cafe next to Family Mart, but I think it's closed. It's way too early. I've made my mind up. I'm just gonna get an iced latte and do I have money on my watch? Oh, there is a cafe here. Maybe for later. Oh, interesting. Alright, I might not be able to sit. Is there space for me to sit there and stream? But can you see what I mean? By the setup, they have like fold away tables there. Can you see them? There. Right, I'm gonna go to Family Mart. Let me just Okay guys, sorry, I'm handheld now. Three monks walk into a temple. One Irishman, one Scottish monk. Okay. Where was the ice latte? This is what I want to get. How much does it cost? Ah, they have iced cafe latte also. Iced cafe latte, iced cafe latte. Let's get into the queue. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. Sorry guys, I can't read what you're saying, but iced cafe latte. You gotta be careful because some machines have different things. Right. It's difficult to do this. Sorry, it's very shaky. The one in 7-Eleven automatically detects what you want to make. It was the M, right? Iced cafe latte M. Such a fancy boy. I'm a fancy boy. I'm a fancy boy. What a fancy boy I am. All the options here. Cafe latte M. By the way, if you want to get a frappe, this is the frappe button, but be careful because this one doesn't have the frappe button. So I was here for ages yesterday, like, which one do I press? Which one do I press? Oh, it smells so good actually. The coffee smells lovely. There's my coffee. Doo-doo-doo. Right. I'm gonna get myself a straw. I'm gonna get myself some sugar. And I'm gonna get myself the correct one, which is it this one? Okay. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ooh. A bit worse for wear. すみません。ああ、いいえ。カフェラテよね。カフェラテ。All right, let me just get my gimbal back. I mean, this is the first. Do you think somebody just put this here? I wouldn't be surprised if a worker just sort of like. Right, I'm back. I'm back, guys. Sorry for all that randomness. So yeah, it's a nice setup at a family mart. Now is the time for you to ask any questions. Pretty soon all machines will be connected by a central intelligence and will know what beverage you want before, and then you'll go to the counter to pay and they'll give it to you. Wow, looks like someone got a bit crazy with the tape, I think. Maybe it's just been raining and it's worn out. Let me show you what I'm doing. The gummy syrup here is very good. Don't want to point at anybody. The sugar. Sato desu. Gotta get the family mart vibes in the background, right? Girl wanted down under. The coffee was so good, they slapped the table a little too enthusiastically. Love this, I love this. Had to be a gaijin, right? Oh boy. Well, I needed coffee and I'm getting coffee. Oh, gotta love Japan, right? Gotta love Japan. If you all have any questions about how I got here, what I'm doing here, what I've done, what's up next, any questions about your travels, Osaka Expo poster behind me. Have you been here the whole time, Philippe? Wow, what time is it now? Must be past midnight, right? I do need a haircut, guys. What it took to get to, can you generally explain? Okay, from Osaka you need to get a train and then you need to change to the Kinki line and get a limited express to the Koyasan base station cable car, or vernacular I think they call it, and then once you get the cable car, by the way, the Kinki train and the cable car are both connected, so you sort of tap into the Kinki station, do the train journey, you don't need to tap or do anything at the cable car, and then you tap out at the top of the cable car. Once you get to the top of the cable car, the bus station is literally just outside the cable car, and it's approximately 15 minutes more or less bus journey with multiple stops that you can you need to press a button, it won't stop, so you need to know where you're getting off at. Koyasan, the main road with all the temple lodging, is about 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers total. So you don't want to overshoot, or else you might end up walking way too far. So it was two trains, although from Osaka it might be one train, but for me it was 2 trains, a cable car and a bus. And walking. 11:30 a.m. is nearly your bedtime. Oh, Cliff, living the opposite life to most people. Kanpai. I'm not gonna lie, I do like this sort of setup. I know it's a little bit dirty for Japan, and it's a little bit broken, but oh yeah, and I stayed overnight in temple lodging, so you can't check in till 3 p.m. Well, you could do a day trip. Of course you could do a day trip. However, if you do a day trip, then you miss out on staying in a temple. You miss out on doing it in the cemetery, or for you guys in the States, graveyard at night with all the lanterns. You can't do that. You'd only have the cemetery during the day, which is still very beautiful, by the way. And obviously, I think you'd also miss out on the chanting, the morning monk chanting and prayers that happen at 6:30 in the morning. So you can do a day trip, but you'd miss out on a few interesting and unique experiences. I highly suggest that you stay here. Looking at prices, awesome. I think I stay 2 nights because I'm slow. You know what, Jim? I think 1 night is probably enough, because you can. First of all, interesting information. Also, I'm gonna sort of share something a little bit interesting. Check-in is at 3 p.m. and you can leave your bags with the monks, but check-in is at 3. So I sort of did all my sightseeing between 11 and 4, and that's where I checked in. But the interesting thing is that here in Koyasan, checkout is at 9 a.m. right? But I've left my bags. I mean, I checked out already, because what's the point? But checkout is at 9 a.m. So staying 1 night is fine, because if you get to Koyasan by midday or by 11 in the morning, then you can take it really slowly, and then you spend the night, and then you end up you spend the night, and then you have the following day, and you can leave in the afternoon. You know, you can leave at 4 p.m. and you're back in Osaka, Osaka area, Kyoto area, by the evening. So, I mean, obviously 2 nights would be fine, but I think that 1 night is perfect, really, here. You know. Are you staying tonight? No, 1 night. If you can't leave your bags with the monks, who can you leave them with exactly, right? And I said to the monk, I said, is it safe? And he looked at me like, one of the things that I wanted to inquire about, but I didn't, is whether or not my temple lodging had bicycles, because I think having a bike would be really cool to cycle. It's very easy, very little traffic, just patches here and there, of traffic. I am so happy that I've come. I feel like a new person. Not only is Koyasan incredibly beautiful and has a lot to check out and explore, but Koyasan also has It's cooler. I feel refreshed. I'm sure the monks have never heard that joke before. Have you sampled anything interesting food-wise whilst you're there, or just too busy? Actually, yes, I've seen children. By the way, Saika, I did see children in the temple lodging and everywhere. Have I sampled anything? Yes. I had the temple cuisine, whatever it's called, and I had some. It's very basic food, but it tasted better than what it looked. Let's just say. I had a bowl of rice with millet, tasty. Then I had a clear vegetable soup, which was quite tasty also, and then I had some sort of fried. Oh yeah, I had tofu with sesame, which was very delicious, and then I had some fried tofu skin with miso, sweet miso. That was my favorite. I'd have that again. It was very good. Yeah, Saika, lots of kids around, for sure. Even this morning, I mean, there was I would say an 8-year-old. I've seen younger kids also, but coffee at Family Mart in Koyasan, guys. Can't complain, can I? Just chilling, and after this stream I'm gonna figure out if I need to really do much more here, or if I just want to walk around and put all my gear away and just enjoy the moment. I haven't even figured out how to get back to Osaka, but I know that it's about 2 hours. Alright guys, I think Family Mart or 7-Eleven, I was saying earlier on, M-Rider, I find them both pretty much the same, but for the tune, I give it to Family Mart. So yeah, you can see monks are going into oh, I just missed him. Monks are going in and out of Family Mart. Pretty cool. Right guys, on that note, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna love you, and check out my Instagram stories, because I've been quite active the last couple of days, showing you some of the little bits that I've been doing. I don't think you want to put kinky and kids in the same sentence. No, let's not do that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you all. Stay positive. Thanks for all your donations. It actually makes these trips happen, and I'll see you in the next one. Maybe from Osaka. Maybe with a little. I don't know. Stay positive. Come here, guys. Be happy, gaijin, and be safe. Peace.